Hello dear students, myself Ganga Bhosle, your statistics teacher. Today we are going to learn examples on regression, that is example number 10. The data about the sales and advertisement expenditure of a firm is given below. Sales in crores of rupees and advertisement expenditure in crore of rupees. There, for sales the mean is 50 and for advertisement expenditure the mean is 16 and their respective standard deviations are 20 and 2.5. Also given that the coefficient of correlation, that is the R, is equal to 0.78. Here first we estimate the likely sales for a proposed advertisement expenditure of rupees 15 crores. And what should be the advertisement expenditure if the firm proposes a sales target of 80 crores of rupees? For this, we have to calculate the value of bxy, byx and the equations x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar and the equation y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. Okay. Now first write down the given things, that is first write given, what are the values are given? This one, mean is 50, that is x bar given, x bar is equal to 50, y bar is equal to 16, then standard deviation, that is sigma x is equal to 20, sigma y is equal to 2.5 and the value of correlation coefficient, that is R is equal to Rxy is equal to 0.78. Here in SIM on page number 110, there sigma x is printed by like 6x, but this is our sigma x, okay, and this is our sigma y. Now first to estimate the likely sales, that is x for given advertisement expenditure, for given advertisement expenditure, that is y. We need the regression equation, of x on y, which is given by of x on y, which is given by x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Plot the values of x bar and y bar in this equation. We get x minus 50 is equal to bxy into y minus the value of y bar is 16. Then we have to calculate bxy, and the formula for bxy is, we know that the formula for bxy is R into sigma x divided by sigma y, which is equal to the value of R is 0.78. Write down here the value of R is 0.78 into value of sigma x is 20 and the value of sigma y is 2.5. When we calculate, we get the value of bxy is 6.24. Therefore, x minus 50 is equal to 6.24 into y minus 16. Okay. Now, therefore, x minus 50 is equal to, this is 6.24 into y minus 6.24 into 16. Therefore, x minus 50 is equal to 6.24 into y minus 99.84. That is 6.24 into 16 is 99.84. From this equation, we get x is equal to 6.24 into y minus 99.84. This minus 50 becomes plus 50, which is equal to 6.24 into y minus 49.84. That is minus 99.84 plus 50 is equal to minus 49.84. Therefore, we get the equation x is equal to 6.24 into y minus 49.84. And we have to calculate advertisement expenditure of rupees 15 crores. That is, the value of y is here 15. Put out the value y is equal to 15 in this equation. We get 6.24 into 15 minus 49.84, which is equal to 6.24 into 15 when we multiply 6.24 into 15, we get 93.6. 93.6 minus 49.84, which is equal to 43.76. That is x. Therefore, x is equal to rupees 43.76 crores. Now, we have to estimate the advertisement of expenditure. Second one. To estimate the advertisement, advertisement expenditure, that is y, for proposed sales, that is x. We need the regression equation of y on x. We need the regression equation of y on x, and the regression equation of y on x is given by the equation y minus y bar is equal to byx x minus x bar. From Here put out the value of y bar is 16. We have to calculate first here byx and x minus x bar, that is 50. And we know the formula for byx, that is r into sigma y divided by sigma x. Put out the values of r, sigma x and sigma y in this equation. We get 0.78 into 2.5 divided by 20, which is equal to 0.0975. This is the value of byx. Now, from this equation, that is y minus y bar is equal to byx, x minus x bar. Put out the value of byx in this equation. We get the value of y is equal to 16 plus 0.0975 into x minus 50, which is equal to 16 plus 0.0975 into x minus 0.0975 into 50, which is equal to 0.0975x minus, when we calculate 0.0975 into 50 plus 16, we get 4.875. Just a minute. We get, when we calculate 0.0975 into 50 plus 16, we get 11.125. And here we have to estimate advertisement expenditure for the firm proposes a sales target of 80 crores. That is, we have to put out the value of x is equal to 80. In this equation, we get the value of into 80 minus 11.125. This is plus 11.5. Plus 11.125, which is equal to 18.925. That is, y is equal to 18.925. That is, y is equal to rupees 18.925 crores. Okay. Now, our next concept is coefficient of determination. Coefficient of determination. This coefficient of determination is denoted by r square, and which is given by the formula explained variation divided by total variation, and the coefficient of non-determination is denoted by k square, and which is given by the formula unexplained variation divided by total variation. This is also be written as k square is equal to 1 minus explained variation divided by total variation that is k square is equal to 1 minus r square. Coefficient of non-determination, that is k square is equal to 1 minus r square. Now we see example 11. There are 9 observations. The explained and unexplained variations were calculated as 28 and 42 respectively, and here we have to find out the coefficient of determination. First, write down the formula for total variation. Total variation is equal to explained variation plus unexplained variation which is equal to, here the explained variation is 28 plus unexplained variation, that is 42. 28 plus 42 is equal to 70. Therefore, total variation is 70. And here we have to calculate coefficient of determination. That is coefficient of determination. First, here we write down the formula for coefficient of determination. That is coefficient of determination is equal to r square, which is equal to explained variation divided by total variation Therefore, r square is equal to explained variation is 28 and total variation is 70. When we divide 28 by 70, we get 0.4. That is value of r square, that is coefficient of determination r square is equal to 0.4. And now we see the last one example of unit number 2, that is example number 12. Given that explained variation is 18.50 and unexplained variation is 18.90. Determine the coefficient of correlation. In same, on page number 111, here by printing mistake, here type unexplained and here type explained. Okay. Now, r square is equal to explained variation. First, we write down the given things, that is explained variation is, just a minute, given explained variation is equal to 18.50 and unexplained variation is equal to 18.90. Then we have to calculate total variation. Total variation is equal to explained variation plus unexplained variation, which is equal to 37.4. Then we write the formula for coefficient of correlation, that is R square is equal to explained variation divided by total variation. What is the value of explained variation? That is 18.50 and the total variation is 37.4, which is equal to 0.49 4946. Here we have to calculate coefficient of correlation, that is the value of R. From this equation, that is R square is equal to 0.4946, we get the value of R is equal to plus minus under root 0.4946, which is equal to R is equal to plus minus 0.7033. Okay. In same, on page number 111, R square is equal to here the values are printed wrongly, therefore you write down the proper observation, that is the value of explained variation, unexplained variation, total variation, and solve it carefully. Okay. I hope all of you understood coefficient of determination and their respective examples. Okay. Thank you.